In the heart of ancient India, there lived a young and talented archer. His story is one of skill, sacrifice, and unwavering devotion. Eklavya, the son of Dhanush of Nishada tribe. Though born in a privileged family, Eklavya lost his father at a very young age due to his tragic death in a war. Now, Eklavya, as the male heir, was the only one to be in charge of the forest. But there was another problem. The population of the wolves and jackals was on its peak, which threatened the natives and the wildlife. Ekalavya, who was a humble and curious boy, wanted to learn archery and warfare tactics for the welfare of his subjects. He approached Dronacharya, the guru of Pandavas and the Kauravas, whom he considered his role model.
Greetings to you, O revered Guru. I am Eklavya, the son of late Dhanush, the king of Nishada tribe. As the new king of the tribe, it is my duty to protect my subjects and the forest wildlife from wolves and jackals. I am very keen to learn the art of warfare. I am interested in archery. With utmost respect, I request you to please accept me as your disciple.
Dronacharya was immensely impressed by the humbleness of Ekalavya. He immediately wanted to accept him as his student, but as the teacher of royal princess, he couldn't accept a forest boy as a student along with Pandavas and the Kauravas. Moreover, he promised Arjuna, the third Pandava, to make him the greatest archer in the whole world. With heavy heart, Dronacharya replied,
Son, I am impressed by your compassion towards the wildlife and your love towards archery. But since you are a boy belonging to the forest, I cannot accept you as my student. Remember, my blessings are always with you.
Then the disappointed Nishada prince touched Dronacharya's feet and made his way to the forest. Thereafter, he made a statue of Guru Dronacharya with clay and began worshipping it and practiced archery in front of it as if it was his real preceptor. Day by day, month by month, he consistently practiced archery and attained mastery in the art. One fine day, Ashwathama, the son of Dronacharya, and Arjuna, the third Pandava, were passing in the Nishada forest where they saw that a dog's mouth was fully closed by 3 arrows. Arjuna thought,
Who is this extremely skilled archer in this dense forest who is so better than me?
Later, he found out that it was Ekalavya who shot the arrows at the dog, since it was barking too much and disturbing his practice.
Hey, who is your guru? Who taught you archery? Dronacharya.
Arjuna then immediately met Dronacharya.
Gurudev, you have promised me to make me the best archer this world has ever seen. How can you teach a forest boy and make him a better archer than me?
Dronacharya was dumbstruck. There were no words on his lips. He wondered who was this boy who closed a dog's mouth with arrows at one shot. At once, he decided to meet that boy and have a look at his archery skills. This news reached Ekalavya's ears and he grandly decorated the entire forest with flowers to welcome Guru Dronacharya. Even the people of the forest were asked to wear new clothes for welcoming him with due rites. Dronacharya was impressed when he saw all the paraphernalia. He was eager to meet Ekalavya. Dronacharya, Arjuna, and Ashwathama meet Ekalavya. He was surprised to see his idol and Ekalavya practicing in front of it. The moment Ekalavya saw Dronacharya, he prostrated before him.
Get up, dear son. Who are you? I observed that you practice archery in front of my idol.
Pranam Gurudev, this is Ekalavya, whom you refused to teach because you are the teacher of the royal princess. But with your blessings, I made your idol and practiced archery in front of it. It is your blessings that helped me achieve mastery in this art. You're indeed the best archer in the world, Ekalavya, said Arjuna, but inwardly he was boiling in anger. Dronacharya was in a dilemma. He had promised Arjuna to make him the best archer ever, but Eklavya had the skills that made him surpass Arjuna. Gurudev, I want you to see my skills in archery. Ekalavya showed his unique skills.
Hey Ekalavya, I am really impressed by your extraordinary skills in the art of archery. I am proud of your proficiency. But this proficiency of yours in archery has brought me in a huge trouble.
What bothers you, O Gurudev? I would never go against your wishes. Kindly tell me the matter that bothers you. I am even ready to sacrifice my life for you.
Son, I want Guru Dakshina from you. Will you give me whatever I ask for?
Revered Gurudev, I am ever ready to give you whatever you ask for. Just ask me, and I am even ready to sacrifice my life for you. With heavy heart, Dronacharya replied,
Ekalavya, I want your right thumb as my Guru Dakshina.
Arjuna and Ashwatthama were stunned to hear the words of Dronacharya. Cutting the right thumb was like Ekalavya giving up his identity as an archer forever. Eklavya immediately cut his right thumb with one of his arrows using his left hand and offered it on a leaf to Dronacharya. Dronacharya was grief-stricken. There was a sudden hush in the entire forest. This act of Eklavya of offering his right thumb without any hesitation as Guru Dakshina made him immortal in the history of planet Earth forever. He became the synonym of obedience. Dronacharya blessed Ekalavya and took leave of the forest along with Arjuna and Ashwatthama. But wait, this was not the ending for Ekalavya. Even though Eklavya lost his crucial right thumb, he didn't sit crying. Instead, he practiced with his left hand and attained proficiency in the left-hander archery as well. Such that even Duryodhana invited Ekalavya to join the Kaurava army in the famous battle of Kurukshetra of Mahabharata, which was between Pandavas and the Kauravas, and Ekalavya was even ready to join the Kaurava side because his father used to be a member of the Kaurava army. But before the war began, Sri Krishna killed Ekalavya. Later, he revealed the reason for killing Ekalavya to Arjuna. It is mentioned in the Drona Parva of the Mahabharata. Sri Krishna said, "Hey Parth, the son of Nishadraj was undefeatable even though he was deprived of his right thumb. He is incapable of being vanquished in battle by the gods, the Danavas and the Asuras all combined. If he was alive today, Dharma would have died today. For thy good, he was slain by me on this field of battle."